Assalamu alaikum. This is our last part of lesson 8.1, Introduction to Vectors. This means that we finished 2 weeks now, and I hope that you understand the lesson, and of course if you need anything you can come back to me. We took what the last objective we solve is solve vectors problems and resolve vectors into their rectangular components. We took the rectangular components x and y, if you remember, how to find the magnitude of them. And we now can say proudly that we finished all of these new vocabularies which we took. We took the components last time, rectangular components, and all of these. I'm so glad that we finished. Okay. Now let's start. Consider this as a revision course. We have just to know what's the meaning of x and y components. Suppose Jamal pulls on the ends of a rope tied to a dinghy with a force of 50 newtons at the angle of 60 with the horizontal, and he wants us to graph it. We already have the graph. So this is a rope. It's tied here, and the angle is 60, as you can see. The force is 50. This means that this is the magnitude of the vector, 50. He wants us to find the value or the magnitude of x, the magnitude of y. What I have to do? This is our second part, to find the magnitude of x and the magnitude of y, and of course we talk about finding using the trigonometric ratios, cosine and sine. The rule of cosine again is the adjacent over the hypo, and the rule of sine is the opposite over hypo. Okay, so I substitute instead of the adjacent the magnitude of x, instead of the hypo is 50. Now if you remember, I have to make cross multiplication, so the magnitude of x will be 50 times cosine 60. And again, please put the brackets, put the multiplication, so you will not have the wrong answer. But before we continue, what is this? What is the unit here? It's degree. So make sure when you write in your calculator that on the screen you have degree, not radian. This is so important. You will have different answer. Of course, you know that from term 1. So the magnitude of x, if you put all of this in the calculator, the answer will be 25. Can you tell me, is it horizontal or vertical? Excellent. This is horizontal, and the other one is vertical one. So just instead of the opposite is the magnitude of y, instead of the hypo is 50, put 1, cross multiplication. So the magnitude of y equal 50 times sine 60. Calculator work, the answer will be 43.3. Vertical component. How is that? Good. If it's easy, I want you to try to solve this. This is your turn. I will give you 2 minutes to try. We have 7-inch. Sorry. This is the number of the question, 7 inches at a bearing of 80 from the horizontal. This means I have to start from where? Excellent, from east. Do you want to try? Yalla, 1 minute. The graph. Let's start with the graph. This is 80. Again, 80 from the horizontal. He said start from the horizontal. This means that it's 80. If he said a bearing of north, this means I have to start from the north, right? You remember? Good. Let me erase this. Go back to the question now. Okay. So can you tell me what's the magnitude here? Excellent. It's 7. What about this? What do we call it? This is a vector x, the magnitude of it. We need the magnitude of x and y. So follow the same steps. Cosine 80, cosine, 1 minute, sorry. Equal, cosine is the adjacent, which the magnitude of x over 7. The final answer will be, what did you have? Did you solve it? The answer is, excellent, 1.21. Now for the second part, we need to find the magnitude of y, another color. Do you see I am repeating myself because I really want you to understand the magnitude now of y, not x, right? Be careful. The magnitude of y over 7, and the answer will be 6.89. Which one is vertical? X is the vertical. Which one is horizontal? Y is the horizontal. Sorry, is that correct? Why you give me the wrong answer? Where is the vertical? Excellent. Be careful with me, please. This is not a vertical, and this is not a horizontal. Good. So on the last equation, we had a mistake, right? This is the horizontal, and this is the vertical. Okay? Now, we finish our lesson. Of course, we have a lot of questions in the lesson. Here, I put for you another question to solve. I will not solve it. This is your homework. I can give you only the answer if you want it. Let's start with the graphing. He said that it's 2.5 centimeters, 50 degrees east of the north. Do you remember what this means? We are starting from north. Let me graph it better like this. Maybe it's easier. Another color. Okay, we are starting from north, going east with 50 degrees. This means that the vector here is 50 degrees. So, do we need this angle or the angle down? It's up to you, by the way. You can use it using this triangle, or it's better for you if you find this angle. What do you think? How can I find it? Yes, this is 90 minus 50. It will be 30. Excellent. This is 30 degrees. Now, in another color, we can find where is x and where is y. This is x. We need the magnitude of x, and this is y, the vertical one, sorry. This is y. Okay, can you tell me what is the magnitude of the vector which we have? Yes, it's 2.5. Now, can you solve it? Sure. You need to find first cosine 30 equal what? Then sine 30 equal what? When you finish, you will have the answers for the magnitude of x and y. Next time, I'll check your answers. Now, before we finish, these are the group of the questions which we can solve from page 488 of a pre-calculus. You already have the books. I'm not saying that you have to solve them all. If you have time, you are welcome. But I will check exercise 2, 8, 14, 23. One question from each group. Okay? Due to the 1st of April. I need these 4 questions. If you try to solve any other questions, and I really recommended this, choose any question to solve, the answers will be available for you. I can send it for you in parent portal if you ask for that, okay? Thank you and have a nice day.